You'll be number 1, so if you could be at the far end. Peter? 2. And Pat, number 3.
Hernandez. I'm born and raised here in Hollister, California. I have a wife of 10 years now. It'll be in June this year. We'll celebrate our 10th year anniversary. Amazing wife. I have three children. I have a 4-year-old, Ezra. Marco's 21, or 22, and Andrew 21. Because I'm born and raised here, I really understood my community to the extent of really paying attention to the needs of my community. As I, so basically I started my own business in 2015, Ohana Shave Ice. It's been a community work in and of itself because we knew that partnering with local agencies, local businesses would help kind of revitalize the needs, right? Or revitalize the addressing the needs. So as we really started to connect with our community and understand the needs of our community, we found ourselves getting excited because at that point we started to realize the opportunities that we could fulfill. So I started also, well, to scale it back a little bit, 5 years ago I was a volunteer for the probation department. And as I volunteered in the probation department, I really started getting connected to the governing aspect of things. And once I started learning those things, it really kind of melded the community-minded aspect of being a citizen of my community, and then also understanding the way that a governing body works. So we started a program called the JRB, the Juvenile Review Board. That was an amazing program. It was basically a process where you had local community volunteers that had they were basically a board that delegated responsibility, tried to prevent recidivism of minor offense cases. We weren't jury or trial or judge. There was no process in that sense. They came to us already admitting to the offense, and when we addressed the offenses, it was usually through community involvement so. The long and short of it is I've had 4 years on the school board also, and in that involvement I really understood how governing works. Thank you very much.
San Benito County has been experiencing housing growth pressure from Santa Clara County. What will you do to make sure that Santa Clara County is doing their part to support us for housing their commuters in Santa Clara County?
So as a business owner, one of the biggest things that I get to enjoy is to meet a lot of these residents. Seems like almost every day I'm meeting a new family that says, hey, we just moved here from San Jose. And not just San Jose, but other places outside of basically outside of our community. And when it comes down to it, I agree, we need to have a strong relationship with the leaders in Santa Clara County, but we also have to get very innovative. The whole mantra of our business was to create a new way of connecting with our community. And as a business, it was exciting because to a certain extent you start to really see, like I said, the opportunities, and really it has to start with the vision. You have to see what you plan on, basically not just in your head but on paper before you start spending dollars. And having that relationship with Santa Clara County, creating a vision, what it means to somehow open up the door for funding, to support our community, and to have a way of supporting our community, not just building houses. Building houses is amazing. I was a first-time home buyer not too long after 2008. But we also have to figure out everything that it needs to sustain these dollars. Having families that come to Hollister to live here isn't enough. We have to get to a place where we find ourselves keeping those dollars here, and then even creating other opportunities, increasing business development, having communications about what that means, and then also supporting other infrastructure costs. And I know we've had the sales tax conversation. That's been the biggest part of our element. I think that's a good opportunity. It's a consumption tax. I'm not necessarily excited about taxes altogether, but as a consumption tax, it's something that's basically used once, or you're getting those dollars when people are spending those dollars. But there has to be more than one variable to the solution. And I believe San Benito County needs to have a vision. If either we want to be an extension of Santa Clara or we want to be San Benito County. And when it comes to tourism and other opportunities, it's people coming to our community, spending those dollars, and then leaving, there's not that cost that we're having to weigh.
Thank you, Pat. Mr. Peter Hernandez, 1 minute closing statement if you will.
Thank you again for having me here. Like I said, I'm born and raised here. I'm a community member. I'm part of, and it's funny because I look in this room and I know a lot of you people, and I'm proud of that. I love the fact that I know you, and I think having a relationship with your community is the biggest aspect of understanding its issues and knowing how to deal with them. To finish off, even when it came to the whole marijuana thing, I mean, there's so many elements to it. You know, HIPAA, which is that basically we became a high-intensity drug trafficking community. You know, San Diego County became a high-intensity community. That was really, really important to bring into the conversation on what it means and how it's going to affect our community. The reason why I say that is because a vision is really how do we, when it comes to drafting the ordinance, a vision is what it means to try to create a better opportunity for our community, protecting Pinnacles, protecting Hollister Hills, 70 square miles. Our county is one of the largest counties in the state. We have to consider that if we're going to allow marijuana cultivation and all those things that relate to our community, then we got to protect the very things that we want to see in our community, whether it's better opportunities for businesses, better opportunities for families, or even places where people can keep their dollars. Like I said, I'm born and raised here, and I've shared this with my wife. I plan on basically living here till the day that I die, and because of that, I know that I have to be connected to it, and that's why serving as Board of Supervisors District 3 is definitely the next step in serving. Thank you very much, and appreciate your vote.
Thank you, Mr. Peter Hernandez.